intermediate championship semi-final game between Tyrone and St Paul's. All square going into the second half, 7 points each and everything to play for. So what's your view, Paddy, of the outcome?
I think it's worth pointing out, Tony, that it's been an absolutely thoroughly enjoyable game here in the Athletic Grounds. Excellent game in the first half. Really, really enjoyable. Close game. The quality of point taking has been absolutely fantastic, particularly in the second quarter, Tony. So it'll be very interesting to see. I wouldn't want to call which of these two teams will be in the first side to qualify for the Tmet IFC Championship final at this stage. But I suppose I expressed a slight fancy, I think, for St Paul's early on, and I've seen nothing so far that would dissuade me of that particular notion as Tyrone got to get off to a good start in the second half.
Certainly even Stephen. So Tyrone in attack. They took a lead early on in the first half, trying to repeat that scenario in the second, but not with passes like that. That's easily cut out by the St Paul's defender.
Yeah, very poor.
Darragh McCluskey.
Yeah, meat and drink for Darragh McCluskey there. And
this is Phelim O'Neill, who's had a great game in the first half, scored 3 points, being centrally involved all the time.
Absolutely. One quite controversial. The one umpire waved it over the bar, one umpire waved that it was a wide, and Paddy Hughes was he was the deciding judge, and he said that it was a point, that it was an excellent score.
Yeah, it's like everything Paddy says goes.
Oh, absolutely. So, and if you've ever played with Paddy as referee, and you know that's very, very true, Tony.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from bitter experience.
Barry McDonald into the substitute, and Shea just doesn't get the curl on it, so that's a wide, and that was a scoreable position.
A few tweets in, Tony, and don't be afraid to let us know your views on at armagh-gaa. Niamh Thornbury, she says that Armagh TV might actually be my favourite thing. Great idea, Armagh-gaa. Well, we're not too pleased about the might, Tony, but we'll take it as a compliment nonetheless.
Well, I know it. Niamh's a great girl, a great girl as well. So, St Paul's in the attack, and that's Chris Lavery there winning the free.
And David Neal's also been in touch. He said a quid well spent, and it beats watching the soaps on a Friday night.
That's Michael Shanks with a long ball, but up towards the full forward line, and a bit of a scrap in the corner. I think the ball's gone out of play.
Yeah, I think that'll be St Paul's went off, out off the Tyrone defender. That's been quickly taken out, but pumped into the middle.
Again, it seems like St Paul's have a height advantage in crucial areas and the full forward line, certainly in midfield.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, Tony, to see. Andrew Murnan's been deployed very much to full forward so far in this match, but the St Paul's might be tempted to bring him out the field a little in the second half at some stage.
Yeah, I think we should also mention David Haughey, who broke his leg in the previous round against Katie. He's a big loss for St Paul's tonight, so our thoughts are with David as well.
It's always difficult for a player. Spend the whole year looking forward to the championship, and sometimes that things don't happen injury-wise. And here's McDonald.
Yeah. Too long, but gets away with it. So this is Jimmy McAleen. Again, I think that's well off target. So St Paul's having the better of the opening exchange in the second half, but not able to find the accuracy to translate that superiority onto the scoreboard.
Yes, well, I think that's only Tyrone's second wide of the match, Tony.
Yeah, they've made the most, certainly, of an economy of possession in the forward line in the first half. So now, Kieran Toman with the kick out for St Paul's. Again, aiming towards O'Neill and Hart in midfield, but this time St Paul's pick up or turn over the breaking ball.
Yes, the two St Paul's midfielders actually seemed almost like they tackled each other. Here's a clearing a great bit of space, Tony.
Yeah. Must take this one. Oh, this is Jimmy McAleen. And McAleen makes no mistake to restore Tyrone's league.
A sign of a good forward there, Tony. Jimmy McAleen, he had a decent opportunity a minute ago, kicked that badly wide, but when the opportunity presented itself again, he wasn't afraid to take it on and kicked it over the bar, and well done to Jamie, and that's Tyrone 1 point ahead. And
he's been very tightly marked for the whole match so far, Jimmy. So Toman again with a kick out. Varies this one towards the left. And St Paul's coming deep and manages to keep it on play, O'Neill, but it's a turn on.
He did so illegally, Tony. I thought he lifted the ball from the ground, and that for the freeze one there by Barry McDonald, and that's taken quickly, and Shea Skelton on the ball again.
Skelton, little jink, and that's a lovely point if it goes over. No, it drops into the keeper's hands, but just a little bit extra power would have done the trick there.
Yeah, Skelton's had a couple of opportunities in the early stage of the second half here, Tony.
Just hasn't got the range or the power exactly, but not far away.
Fine pass out of defence there for St Paul's.
And again, turning forward. That's O'Neill again. I don't think there's been a player on the pitch who's had more possession than Phelim O'Neill. But a bit of a wayward pass, and that'll be McDonald.
There on Tony.
So a chance for Turnode to break. Surely one of the teams will try to assert their superiority now and establish some sort of a clear lead. So that's going to fall for Paul Carville. And Carville will turn and hit the post. And it's the St Paul's defence that's quickest to react.
There's great work there from Chris McDonald in the lead up to Paul Carville's opportunity from Tiernan Og.
And this is Charlie Hart this time. Attempted fist pass. Ends up like a foot pass. And it's Darren Fox in possession. And wins a free.
Scrappy in the early stage in the second half here, Tony. We're still in the virtues of the first half of this game. And unfortunately, we haven't been treated to the same quality after the break, but plenty of time for things to improve as Brian Mallon picks the ball up.
Yep.
Again, playing very deep. He did so against Grange, probably no surprise.
That's going to be a free.
Tiernan tactics seem to revolve around getting Brian Mallon on the ball. You know, even in defence. I suppose it's something he's done for Armagh for years, and perhaps no surprise he's played in a similar role for Tiernan, Tony.
Exactly, and I thought Paddy could maybe have let that advantage play there, but he's called the ball back for a free for Tiernan.
Yeah, well, it'll be from where the ball landed, so that'll be a little outside scoring range, but 60 metres from goal.
Well, Paul Carville will have a crack at it anyway.
Yeah, well, certainly Paul Carville's one of the small number of players in the county who'd be well entitled to have a go at this. He's looking the ball to be changed. He's looking a different ball with which to attempt this effort.
2 points so far, Paul. One from a free and one from play. So will this be the third to establish a 2-point lead for Tiernan? Elects to take it off the ground.
And of course, as you'd mentioned earlier, Tony, this was the phase of the game in which they really put Grange to the sword in the quarter final.
Yeah, early in the second half. So Carville, that's certainly got the range. And that's a magnificent score from Paul Carville to extend Portadown's lead to 2 points. It's Tiernan 9 points, St Paul 7.
That was an absolutely superb point, Tony. He was at least 60 metres from goal, probably a little more when you took the angle into account, but struck it absolutely perfectly. And it's often interesting, Tony, when he approached that ball, he didn't look like he was going to give it real welly, as they might say, but the technique was spot on. And here's an attack.
Johnny McGurgan. And McGurgan in possession again, a chance here. Oh, he was going for goal, but just didn't get it on target. Definitely an opportunity there. Might have been better to go for the point, but certainly was shooting for goal, but failed to get it just inside the post. Tiernan just getting on top a wee bit here now if they can stretch their lead.
Yes, the Tiernan manager very, very vocal there on the sideline, Tony.
Yeah, Ronan McAlinton, previously in charge of Armagh-gaa.
And it looks like there's going to be a substitution here for St Paul's. There's number 17, Rory Grimes. Well, no, actually, Tony, we've fallen victim to the curse of the missing numbers here, and that's in fact number 17, Rory McGaughey. I'm reliably informed as to who entered the fray.
Replacing Darren Fox. Yes, it's certainly not making life easier for commentators. This is Chris Lavery on the attack, the left half back. Trying to emulate his counterpart in the Tiernan team, Conor McCormick, who scored 2 points, and I think Chris has won a free. So, nearly 9 minutes gone in the second half, and the two scores to date in this half have both come from Tiernan. But it's a chance here for St Paul's to narrow the deficit to 1 point. And that's over the bar, so that makes the score Tiernan 9 points, St Paul's 8. St Paul's first score of the second half with nearly 9 minutes gone. So still everything to play for, Paddy.
Yes, very tight game here. Very tight game. We're actually Crilly has entered the fray, Tony, but only a point. And I think more important thing is a very, very close game here in the Athletic Grounds.
Yes, I think the St Paul's management deserve yellow cards for the programme and their team selections. So Tiernan win possession.
Well, they maybe have the view that when it comes to commentators, Tony, that ignorance is bliss. But
it's Shea Skelton just moving inside a few challenges, looking for Carville. Carville, jink and turn, gets past one man, feeds it in, and
Shea Skelton, I think. Shea Skelton, Tony.
Nicely worked move, and Carvin had the presence of mind just to slip it inside to Shea, who's in a better position. And it's all about taking your points, I think, at this stage. So
absolutely, and just rewards, Tony, I think, for Shea Skelton's meritorious efforts at the start of the second half here.
Yeah, certainly pushing for a regular place in the team. Has made a big impact since he's come on as a substitute in the first half. So, again, a very scrappy piece of play out in the far side, but Turno win the free and retain possession. Turno will be wanting to turn the screw now and get their noses even further in front, but St. Paul's have broken up that attack.
Yes, Tony, I may turn out to be mistaken, but I get the impression this game is one of those, and there's not going to be too much between the teams for the rest of the affair.
Certainly not.
It could well be one of these games where there's only a point or two between them.
This is St. Paul surging forward.
This is number 5, Paller Nash.
Again, it bounces off on the turn of defence through McDonald, are able to win possession. That broke very nicely, and luckily
broke to Barry McDonald there. Wasn't intended, but it worked out nonetheless. And here's McAleenan. McAleenan heading towards goal, looking dangerous there. Tony, he's handed the ball off when maybe he should have kept it. And St. Paul's are either something's happened off the ball, Tony. Something's happened off the ball. Barry McDonald's down. We'll follow the play at this stage.
I think it was just handbag stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't look there's going to be too much contact. St. Paul's look very dangerous up on the far side of the pitch, Tony.
Nobody getting too much time in the ball.
No, very tight affair here.
And the St. Paul's and wide again. That was a scoreable opportunity, and would like to say hello to Joe McNally, an old friend of mine from Portadown who's watching in Abu Dhabi. So keep tuned in, Joe, and keep enjoying it.
Tony, I believe, of course, being very appropriate, it's the All-Ireland final weekend, and I think with 60 years having passed since the Great Armagh team of 1953, I understand you've been doing a bit of research and you've unearthed one or two interesting statistics linking
yes,
game.
There's two linkages with both clubs between that 1953 team. The late Jack Broughton ended his career in Portadown, where he worked as a butcher and won a junior championship medal with nOg in 1965, and Bill McClory was St. Paul's first ever manager back in 1975. So two links with the greats of 53.
Yes, and we have another link with Madden who play in the semi-final tomorrow, and of course Art O'Hagan was very much a great Madden man and represented them. He was full forward on that Armagh team in 1953. We'll move from the past into the present here as Chernog look to try and build increase their lead to 3 points, and that's Brian Mallon, I think, on the ball. Working hard.
It was passed to McAleen, was intercepted. And that's a chance for St. Paul's to come forward through. Again, lost the ball. And McAleen again, good foraging there.
Yeah, Jamie McAleen is working very hard. Brian Mallon, he had a couple of excellent efforts towards the end of the first half, but that one really quite wasn't on in the same manner.
So 13 minutes gone in the second half. It's still Turno retaining a 2-point lead, and those 2 points could be vital at the end of the game, because I don't think there's going to be much in this one. So it's going to be Tumman with the kick out, St. Paul's goalkeeper.
Yes, Alison Lloyd, she's watching this evening. She says, come on, St. Paul's. We're a couple of points down at this stage, but hope far from gone. Don't forget, folks, get your comments in on Twitter at @Armagh_GA or www.armagh-gaa.net/Armagh TV. We'd be delighted to hear from you. And of course, we thank all our donors who have contributed to Armagh TV for tonight's game. We're delighted to have you along, and we hope that you're enjoying what has been so far a fairly attractive spectacle in the Tmet Armagh Intermediate Championship.
It certainly has, and it's worth reiterating again that St. Paul's are not only playing for the championship here, but they're playing to preserve their senior league status, because defeat here either tonight or in the final will result in relegation for St. Paul's, and Killeavy will retain the senior status. So both league and championship at stake for St. Paul's tonight.
That's Conor McCormick. He got a couple of points in the first half.
It's into Carville.
And was he fell there? That could have been a penalty. The goalkeeper, the St. Paul's goalkeeper, probably very fortunate. Carville advanced towards goal there, Tony, and there was a hint of a foul, but referee Paddy Hughes decided that there had been no infringement. Yeah, even with nearly 45 minutes gone, Paddy, in the game, there hasn't really been one clear-cut goal chance. It shows you how
tight defences have been.
Absolutely, but you had a wonderful game all the same, and we've, number 25 has entered the fray for St. Paul's. If this programme can be believed, that'll be Chris McGlone. I hope it is. If it's not, my apologies to the McGlone family, or indeed the family of the young gentleman who may or may not be wearing the 25 jersey.
Mark Smith. Mark Smith replacing Jamie McLean. I can only assume that's because Jamie has been shown a red or a yellow card.
Yes, in fact, Tony, my apology is in order. It's actually number 25. It's actually Chris Marshall.
And I can confirm it. Mark Smith's on for Turn Oak, replacing Jimmy McLean. So
I'm a little surprised by that, Tony. I thought Jimmy McLean was very prominent in the second half.
He was just involved in a foot foul there and got a yellow card. So maybe just Rowan McLean taking no chances. Doesn't want to lose a man at this crucial stage.
Well, that may well be true, Tony, because it's hard enough to win these championship matches with 15, never mind 14 as the ball breaks down there, but that'll be number 2 for Darren McCluskey for St. Paul's. Get rid of that. Yeah,
and Dara's done a good job tonight in Paul Carville, you'd have to say. Even though Carville has scored 3 points, 2 of those were from frees.
Yes, I think after 45 minutes of championship football at an intermediate level, if you kept Paul Carville to 1 point from play, you've done all right, Tony.
Yep. There's St. Paul's with a chance here. And
excellent defending there from Sharon Lowe.
Again, maybe just one pass too much because there were scoreable positions. It's still Turn Oak holding on to this crucial 2-point lead.
It's at least 7 wides over the course of the game for St. Paul's, Tony. And well,
rue those.
They regret those missed opportunities. Bernie Dornan has contacted us on Facebook and says, "Come on, Sharon Oak." You can get the comments in on Facebook as well. Michael O'Neill, Tony, you referred to this bizarre situation we have where St. Paul's, who'd finished bottom of the league, may well get the reprieve of the win tonight, and it'll be Clevie who would take their place in the intermediate league. Michael O'Neill, who thinks a Clevie man, he's watching very nervously in Clevie, and he says, "Come on, put it down," and that's perhaps understandable.
I wonder is that the Michael O'Neill who was the Armagh minor goalkeeper in 1977?
Well, hopefully, perhaps if Michael, you're still listening, perhaps you'll tweet us and indulge Tony on his trip down memory lane there.
Yeah, I remember Michael well if it is the same one. So it's Chris MacDonald, Turn Oak, again, wayward pass, not finding its intended target.
What happened to St. Paul's score for almost 10 minutes, Tony?
No, and,
only one in the first half, only one in the second half for the Lurgan men.
We've got a line ball here. I think it's going to be Chris Lavery, short pass.
The linesman,
Charlie Hart.
He may well be suggesting that the kick was taken where the player had crossed the sideline. Something's going wrong here. Paddy's in the sort of he's going to throw up the ball, Tony, and I'm sure that was it.
Wasted possession by St. Paul's there, definitely. Yeah, but Chris Lavery wins it back. Fouled by Mark Smith, the sub.
Yeah. He got a little knock there from
Paul McCann.
And the ball's been taken forward. And tried to get a little agitated in front of us, but they calmed down now by number 8 failing the
Yeah, you can see both teams upping the tempo here as we approach the last 10 minutes. Yeah, still everything to play for.
Very much so, Tony. I mean, 12 minutes to go, and teams' very seasons are on the line. This is what they train for in January. All the cold evenings, the miles run round pitches, up and down cross country runs, and it's all about the next 12 minutes of championship football here in the athletic grounds.
But it's Turn Oak in possession. Just playing a short pass, making sure possession is retained.
Brian Mallon was on the ball there again today. How much work does he get through over the course of the hour?
Magnificent effort, and again, remember he's celebrating his 30th birthday today, and that one's just gone wide. So a lot of football Brian has played, but still appetite as sharp as ever. So then the match is here, I think, for either team who shows a greater hunger now as we approach the last 10 minutes. Certainly everything to play for both teams.
Yes, it's been much quieter affair probably in the second half.
This is a great run here. He's going to go all the way. That's a magnificent run in the point.
Very was Reece Marshall. He was named at number 15. When he eventually reached the fray, he had number 25 in his back, Tony. But never mind the number. We're more probably concerned with the quality of the possession there, because of a superb run up the pitch, solo and toe tapping, held possession.
Yep.
When it came to the part of the move where he needed to produce the finish, he produced that finish. That's an excellent point, and St. Paul's very much back in the match now with 10 minutes to play in the athletic ground.
It's a sort of strong run and score. It's a confidence booster to a team as we enter the crucial stage of the match. So let's see if it boosts St. Paul's. But they're on the attack again. And is this Marshall again?
That's midfielder. That's
Charlie Hart. Charlie levels the score. And with exactly 10 minutes remaining, so looks like a ding-dong 10 minutes in store. The score 10 points each.
St. Paul's points are like buses at this stage. We waited 10 minutes for one. Two have come along at once, and it's all level in the athletic grounds. And you really could not call this game at this stage.
No, certainly anybody's game. And I noticed Turnout were 4-11 favourites before the match. I just can't understand where those odds were coming from.
No, well, I mean, it was always likely to stand to St. Paul's the fact that it had been operating at a higher level this season, that they'd finished the Division 1 campaign in good stead, didn't manage to avoid the drop through the league, could avoid it by winning this intermediate championship. And at this stage, Tony, given that the generally received opinion in Armagh is that the winners of this will go in strong favourites in the final, and St. Paul's have every opportunity being winners of this game, but conceding that free hasn't helped their chances. No,
certainly, and it also should be borne in mind this is Turnout's 18th competitive game of the season in league and championship, and still have to be beaten. So I think that unbeaten record will not be relinquished easily either.
Yes, well, if old habits die hard, then Chernoak have found a way to win matches in recent times and over the course of this season, and they'll be hoping to maintain that tonight. And with a result in, Tony, from the B League, Intermediate League, semi-final results, nOg won 9, Ballyhagan won 8. Congratulations to nOg. They took the last minute winner from Paul Craney, and they'll play the winners of Clanagale and Madden in the final of the B League in the intermediate division. Yeah.
And Michael O'Neill from Keelevy has confirmed that he is indeed was indeed the 1977 Armagh goalkeeper in the Ulster Minor final. And Michael, you also won, we'll let the viewers know, you also won a Sigerson medal with Queens in 1982, so the old memory's working well.
It's a crucial effort here.
Yeah, 10 points each. And it's over the bar, yes. Turnout take the lead. So
no surprise that is, Tony. It's that man, Brian Mallon, again.
Yep. This is when you want your experienced star players with county experience to come to the fore here and turn the screw.
And here we have number 17 for nOg, Tony. That'll be Stephen McCann entering the fray.
Replacing Pierce McDonald. So that's the McDonald brothers representation reduced to 3 on the field at the moment. But again, it's Chris Lavery from St. Paul's moving forward, and fouled there by Gavin Cusick, and Cusick will be lucky enough to escape without a card.
That's a tactical foul there, I think.
So turnover, but chance to get the ball away. These are crucial stages of the game. Neither side will want to concede possession. That was 2 or 3 points. Gets away with it.
No, I'm not sure he had full control of the ball, but
Tony Marley
control of the ball is number 12, Johnny McGurgan.
Gives it out to Barry McDonald. Barry under 21 All-Ireland winner with Armagh 2004, but
McGurgan had burst forward there, but the midfielder couldn't quite find him. But that's an excellent draw from nOg, and they've got the opportunity now. They've regained possession, and they've every opportunity here, Tony.
They need to just have very tightly marked. Plays the ball back to Tony Marley. Marley will pass it out into the man in space. Looks like Brian Mullen again. Very intelligent play, and Brian maybe just a wee bit ambitious with that one, but ends up inside the square. But St. Paul's managed to get the ball clear.
Yes, wonderful fist there away by the St. Paul's full back line. Attendance of 1,660 people here tonight, so we thank very much all our patrons who have attended the game in the athletic grounds, and also thank you who've donated to Armagh TV, and we hope you're enjoying the game.
So we have 6 minutes left, and it's nOg in front by the minimum 1 point margin, 11 points to 10. So who's going to turn the screw now and claim that elusive final place?
Reece Marshall on the ball here.
Do you remember a strong run there a few minutes ago? And that was a push, surely, yes, Potty. But he won't be fooled with that one. Free out to nOg.
That's probably, Tony, as we head towards the last 5.5 minutes. I suspect it'll be the team that makes the least mistakes over the closing stages here. That will be the team that will emerge victorious. Yeah. Although I certainly wouldn't by any means rule out a draw here in the Athletic Grounds.
Certainly not the way things are going, but it's nOg in possession on the far side. And that's another, again, bit of a wasted effort. I'm not sure if that was intended as a pass or a shot, but it ended up as neither. I think that call, all Stuart's end of match positions, must be a huge encouragement to the team in front and maybe put a G up to the team trailing.
Yes, it's one that I'm sure that all players are always aware of. Ryan Hughes, I think, is going to enter the play for.
That's an intelligent ball to Gavin Cusick.
Chris McDonald,
up from full back.
Yeah, but he's been forward quite a lot during the match, Tony. back to take his position now. As
Brian Mullen.
Brian Mullen's a couple of challenges there. Was he fouled? The referee says no.
And certainly if nOg are beaten tonight, it won't be Brian Mullen's fault.
No, he's been excellent.
Yeah.
And again, that's very frustrating. The fans, and I can understand their frustration there, Tony. There was a player, he'd beaten the challenge. Yeah, yes, it was a foul, but the player beaten the challenge. He wanted to run on, and he's been prevented from doing so with the fact the referee has awarded him a free kick. And I can understand the frustrations there from both from Chris Lavery supporters in the stands there from St Paul's.
And Johnny McGurgan getting a yellow card. Can't really complain about that. So it's Lavery with a free kick, elects to pass it backwards. Again, nOg with a lot of men behind the ball here, with 4 minutes to go. And that's Lavery again. Lavery able to carry the ball well up forward. And that's a terrible. So good. Great approach play, but spoiled completely by the finish.
Yes, I think, Tony, with the classic case there of the defender breaking forward. He got what they call the proverbial nosebleed there. I think he was really hoping that the was going to haul him down. Perhaps Brian Malmer or Paul Carver to kick over a free. The disciplined defending there from Sheridan. They didn't foul, and Chris Lavery had to take on the shot himself. It seemed to be something that he wasn't accustomed to. Perhaps on his wrong side as well. And the ball drifted harmlessly wide.
Yes.
And with 3 minutes to go here in the Athletic Grounds, things are very tight, but Sheridan have a very valuable 1-point lead. And number 29, Rory McConnell, is on for Niall McCarran for St Paul's.
St Paul's pushing hard now for the equalising score. And they've got a free kick.
They have the free, Tony, with 3 minutes to play.
So overall, regardless of who wins, it has been an excellent game. And it's really a shame that someone possibly will lose, but as you said, Paddy, you couldn't rule out the draw.
No, I mean, it was a game that really caught fire in the second quarter, Tony, with some absolutely outstanding play from both teams, some wonderful points scored. Probably hasn't lived up to that entirely in the second half, but more importantly, the score that is a bad wide.
Wasn't far away from Lawless, but you misses. You just get the feeling that they're going to be crucial for St Paul's. That's 2 great scoring opportunities missed in as many minutes.
Yeah, Ryan Lawless, he got 2 points in the first half, and you get the feeling, Tony, that if St Paul's don't go on to rescue these to draw from this game, you'll be having nightmares over that one throughout the course of the winter.
They certainly have had 2 chances in as many minutes recently, so now who's going to win possession here?
Of course, what's crucial here for St Paul's, Tony, is that they only need a point. They're only one adrift.
You just keep the head and. But that's
Brian Mullen again.
Yeah, that's who you want if you're nOg. You want in possession.
Always able to receive possession, Tony. If you notice, always find space.
And Mullen again.
Yeah, you couldn't give enough applause for Brian Mullen's performance there, and that's an excellent ball there.
Cut out again by the St Paul's defence, and that will allow St Paul's to launch another attack.
Tough tackle in there.
Yeah, keeping them in their own half. Maybe not pretty, but effective from nOg's point of view.
Yeah, nOg have dropped the players back.
Chris Lavery again.
Back in the defence. Here's Chris Lavery. He's breaking forward from deep again. He's been fantastic on the ball.
That's Ryan McCockley. So nOg keeping Paul Carver up front, but apart from that, every other man is behind the ball at the moment as they try to hold on to this precious 1-point lead. And that's a long ball in, and I think there's going to be 2 minutes.
There it is.
He's leveled the score.
It's the man, it's Andy Moran. 4 years ago this weekend he was celebrating the Ireland Minor Championship in Croke Park. He's celebrating tonight again because he's played the team's level here at the Athletic Grounds, the team at intermediate semi-final. And Tony, that was a ball. It wasn't a great ball in from St. Paul's by any stretch of the imagination. It looked like the Chernoke defence had that under wraps, but the ball was dropped. Moran was there. He grabbed possession and he fired it over the bar. And I suspect, Tony, that we're heading into replay here.
It looks like it. I think there's 2 minutes of additional time, so this, you can be sure this kick-out's going to be crucial.
Yes, I noticed we've a man down injured, so this puts the cat amongst the pigeons, Tony, when it comes to injury time. And sometimes it's they always call it at least 2 minutes, but sometimes it's a mystery as to whether these injuries in injury time count. If you understand what I'm saying, dare I suggest that if the game is level with the 2 minutes played, that the game may well be blown up, but that sometimes people don't take the exact same attitude. If one team is pushing forward for an equalising score, controversy in similar circumstances 2 weeks ago in the Ireland hurling final, and it's one to watch. Yep.
Well, I think a replay or a draw would probably be a fair result. I think neither team deserved to lose. It's been a very entertaining game, played in the right spirit.
That's very exciting. So really, this game's been all the senior part.
If here's Mullen again, that's the person we want on the ball at this stage of the game.
Possibly, yes. He looked like he took too much out of that possession, Tony. But Chernoke continued to go forward. And it's been a line ball. It's a line ball now to St. Paul's. They managed to stave off that Chernoke attack. They'll hope to go forward themselves. And possibly, Tony, you know, the St. Paul's very much the underdogs. They may be feeling that this is the opportunity to win the game now.
Is it? Well, Brad Mullen just found it impossible to create any sort of space for a scoring opportunity, and St. Paul's in possession.
Yes, but he was hounded by 4 or 5 players, St. Paul's players, Tony.
And it's going to be St. Paul's, I think, with probably the last opportunity to win the game.
30 seconds left in the Athletic Grounds.
It's a crucial ball.
Morning again.
Free out, yes.
Absolutely.
I think that was a dive, yes, definitely a dive.
I would agree entirely with Paddy Hughes there. There really wasn't enough of a contact, but there might be contact now. There might be contact with the posts.
Nerves playing a big part in both teams here. And that's Andre Neeson's, yes.
And Neeson is right. And the umpire has awarded a wide ball, Tony, and that looks to me anyway, to be a bizarre decision.
Yeah, it looked to come off Neeson, but what?
Oh no, it is a 45. It's a 45.
No, it's all over.
It's over.
11 points each, so great game, and you'd have to say probably a fair result.
Yes, I think so. Excellent game, thoroughly enjoyable fair here in the Athletic Grounds this evening. The replay date as yet is unknown. The CCC will arrange the date for the replay after tomorrow night's other semi-final, the Intermediate Championship, the team at Intermediate semi-final. So we'd like to ask you all to join us tomorrow evening for Mullavan versus Madden. And Tony, what was your reaction to that game?
Well, again, you thought Chernoke for a long time retained that precious 1 point lead. You thought it would be enough, but I have to say neither team really deserved to lose, and a draw was a fair result at the end of the day.
And certainly the replay is one to look forward to, Tony.
Certainly is a very entertaining game. Some great scores played in an absolutely magnificent sporting spirit. So give us more, please.
Absolutely, we look forward to the replay on Slangafoyle.
Yes, final news here from the Athletic Grounds in Armagh. Finished all square. Chernoke 11 points, St. Paul's 11 points. It only remains for us to thank you for your company, and stay tuned to Armagh TV for the closing stages of the championships. Good night from everyone.